Hey guys, my name is Fabrício. I write for a Disney news website here in Brazil called Almanac Disney. I'm so happy to be talking to you guys because
Thank you.
Hoppers is kind of my favorite movie from this year. I've already
Oh,
watched it like 4 times, and
oh
I'm
man,
so
thank you.
excited for this interview.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
And King George is like right here, I guess.
Oh, I see
Yes,
him.
yes, I
Yeah,
see him.
there he is,
I love him.
peeking out.
I would like to start by asking you, it's so nice to be doing this interview since like 3 months since the movie premiered in theaters, because Hoppers is the biggest animated debut for an original animated feature this decade, the biggest since Pixar's Coco in
It's Coco.
2017, and it's the second biggest original animated movie this decade, only behind Elemental, which is also from Pixar. So I would like to know from you, how was it like to see people going to the movie theaters to watch an original movie, and how was this response for you?
It was an immense relief because we knew what a challenge it would be. We were holding our breath that first weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a crazy gamble, that we spent 6 years on this movie. And,
Yeah.
it's all leading up to that release date and hoping that, people want to go see it. And there are so many variables of whether or not it's going to hit or not, and a lot of it is just luck. So I think, like Nicole said, it was a lot of like, on the edge of our seats, are we going to be okay? But I think the good thing is, even weeks before the movie came out, we were starting to get a sense like, oh, people are interested in it, and the marketing was doing a great job, and that the word of mouth was going to be really good. And I think that kind of put us at ease a little bit. So at least we weren't like stressing completely. But it just feels good to know that people wanted to watch the movie because we worked so hard on it, and we put so much love and care into every inch of the frame. And just to know that people are responding and seeing the movie for what we intended it to be, what else could we ask for? So,
I want to ask you about some specific plot points since now we can't discuss that.
yeah.
But first, I would like to know if there was any pushback when you were guys like six years doing this movie, when you were pitching those crazy things, because I can name a lot of things like the flying shark, the robot mayor, the beavers, things exploding.
Yeah.
How was it? It was okay. Was the movie always this crazy? Because it's crazy good.
It was pretty crazy from the beginning, I can say. And I think Daniel was able to make his mark right out of the gate with people seeing, okay, this guy, he has a different original voice, that this will fit into the Pixar canon, but it also has an edge. But I will also say that some people, I think at first were taken aback. Some people, more of our established employees who saw it. And it took a while for people to embrace it, to recognize that it's okay for a flying shark to appear in our movie, that Daniel was able to figure out how to sell it.
So it's a lot of it's just calibration, It's like we did early screenings where we just threw everything we wanted into the movie, and that's kind of how we should operate. We should just go on instinct and do what excites us. And then when you start showing it to, people at the studio, like, the leadership and also some of the all the employees that work here, they all give really good feedback. You start to get a sense like, okay, they feel like this is going off the rails, or they feel this might be too much. And then it becomes a calibration. You're like, okay, either we have to cut it and try something else, or if we really want a flying shark in the movie, we have to make sure that you believe it. So
Mhm.
how do you make sure people believe it? And to me, one of the ways that we kind of navigated that was it's a cumulative effect of how do you slowly edge people towards this is crazy. Okay, now this is crazy. And you just slowly get them accustomed to crazy so that they can digest it a little bit better. So by the time you're revealing a flying shark, it is still crazy, but they've kind of seen some crazy stuff before
Yeah.
that. So you're slightly ready for it or accustomed to something. And it was just a game of calibration, and it took, as it took 6 years to make this movie, over those 6 years, we would just calibrate those things, slowly and try to make them work. But yeah, it was a lot of wild
And I
stuff.
really wanted to ask you about
Yeah.
Mabel squishing the insect queen, because At first you can hear a pin drop in the theater, and then it's the loudest laughter I've ever seen in my life. One of the funniest Pixar scenes ever when you guys decided that, okay, she is going to kill the insect queen. How was that?
It,
I mean, we had it for in the reels the whole time. But like I think and I guess what's really cool about being at Pixar is nobody told us to take it out. Everyone felt very strong, like it was gonna be a really good moment and a really shocking one. But we got a lot of support. And so much to connected to the question you had before, it was just a matter of calibration and how do you make sure it fits tonally
It-
in what's happening and make it work narratively. But yeah, it was embraced pretty quickly.
yeah, it,
I
it was.
only have time.
Oh, okay. Please
Okay.
go. Tell your story. I mean, ask
I
your
only
question.
have time for one more question. Nicole, I have to tell you that I'm a huge Incredibles fan and I love Incredibles
Oh,
2. It's like,
oh.
kind of like the movie of my life. I would to ask you if you are involved with Incredibles 3 and what are you guys up to since Hoppers is now out in the world?
I am not involved with Incredibles 3, but I know a lot about it and I'm excited. So I think people
Oh my
should,
God.
you're going to love it. Believe me.
Oh, oh my God, I'm so excited.
And we've been on vacation. So, we're
Ah,
now
yeah.
just at a point where we're like, okay, now what are we going to do with our days? So we have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Lots of possibility.
Guys, thank you so much. I love the movie. Thank you for bringing this happy movie to the world. And it was so nice to be talking to you. Bye bye.
Nice to
Let's
meet
talk
you.
to you. Bye.
Bye.